my name is Patti Mahoney and welcome to Full Circle. I started this clinic 14 years ago. I graduated from veterinary school at Colorado State University in Fort Collins and then was looking for a small town that I could start a veterinary clinic in and came to Johnstown. It's been a wonderful town for me, and this house was actually built in the early 1900s. It was one of the earliest houses built here in Johnstown, and I'm sure it never thought it was going to be a veterinary clinic. But we tried to maintain some of the old historic feel a little bit and the small town, so you come in with the original hardwood floors and more into a setting of a family room than an obvious veterinary hospital. But let me give you a tour. This actually was the original exam room in this house. There was only one exam room and this was it. But about 2.5 years after I started this business, I realized that we were growing too fast and the building was going to be too small. So I put on an addition. We opened up this window and then there's an actual file room behind the door in there, and that houses all the files and a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that goes on. And we opened up this room and it's no longer exam room, more of a little bit of a hallway. So come on back. The first thing that you'll see when you sneak past this door, this was actually the end of the original house. So the new part of the addition starts here. And when you look in here, there's a kid cove, and we have that so that your kids can actually be close by, but yet have some stuffed animals and books and some things that are a little bit less scary in a veterinary hospital. We actually have 2 exam rooms. So I have one exam room that I use primarily for dogs and one primarily for cats. The exam room that I use for dogs is certainly bigger. I have the opportunity to bring a St. Bernard in here and move the tables and have plenty of space. And then, like I said, the room that we use next door for cats is certainly a little bit smaller, and that gives us the opportunity to be a little bit more cozy and not in quite such a big room. This smaller room then is primarily what we use for cats. And this is Sam, who's deciding to be a little bit camera shy at the moment. But again, we use this room. Again, it's smaller and a little bit more comfortable, not quite as scary for our furry, fuzzy friends. We have an in-hospital lab, so we have a lot of the newest equipment. We can run a lot of our blood work and tests in-house. We still do use an outside lab if we have specialized tests or reasons to do that. But the nice thing is that when your pet is sick, we have the ability for some of the things that we're doing to get you answers pretty quickly. Come on back. All right, so we have 2 things back here as well. We have a hospital ward back here that we can use and put animals in. We also have a kennel area that we can use as well, and that way we have a place that the animals can stay safe and sound while they're here to visit us for the period of time that they're here. We also have an isolation ward. We have the opportunity, if necessary, for an animal that is contagious to still stay with us. The air return is different in here. They have the ability to get heat and they have the ability to get air conditioning, but none of the air from this room is returned to the rest of the hospital. So if you have a contagious upper respiratory infection or something like that, we do have the ability to work with that as well. There's a basement in this house, and that basement is the size of this whole addition, and that allows us to have storage for food, for supplies, for our autoclave to sterilize equipment. All that sort of stuff is down there. So now, as we've gone around, this is the door that enters us back to the old original building, and this is actually our treatment room. So we have the opportunity to treat your animals, and many of those things are back here, but this is a state-of-the-art digital imaging system. So we have the ability to take x-rays, send those x-rays off to a specialist, and have a specialist review them actually very quickly for you so that you get the very best of care for your pets. This is Jane, one of our technicians, and she's wrapping an instrument pack, getting ready to autoclave that and sterilize it for surgeries. And then as we come on back through here, this was actually the original kitchen in the house, and we've maintained a lot of that feel. There are the original countertops, the original cabinets, and we've utilized all that. We use these countertops, the cabinets are our pharmacy, and so we've done a lot of that. Back here, a lot of the things that we do from day to day are done. So we draw blood, we do dental cleanings, all of those sorts of things are done back here. The original master bedroom in the house is actually now the surgery suite, and so you can see as we take a quick look in there that this has become the surgery room for our clinic, and we have the opportunity to have our veterinarians do surgery here, but we also have the opportunity to have wonderful specialists like Dr. Mathieson, who is standing there doing surgery right now, and so you have the opportunity for your animal to have a specialist come in, do an orthopedic surgery, do a soft tissue surgery. That would be something that we wouldn't typically be able to offer, but we can have specialists that drive in to see us. And then if you come on through here, we have now taken the tour full circle. So as you come back here, you'll recognize that this was the original place that we started. This building is actually much bigger than it looks. There is still an upstairs. That upstairs has an office. It has a separate room that we can use for cats that come to be with us. If this hustle and bustle is a little bit too much for them, it's very quiet up there. We have a staff lounge up there. So the building is a lot bigger than it appears from the outside. We have the ability to keep the small world, small town feel, hopefully, but give you some of the wonderful professionalism of a big town veterinary clinic as well. Well, thank you for taking the tour with me. I hope that this gives you a better picture of what Full Circle looks like from the inside. This town has been wonderful to me. We've served the Johnstown, Milliken areas and surrounding areas for these 14 years now, and really appreciate being here, appreciate your business, and hope that you'll come again and see us soon. Thanks so much.